Hey everyone, welcome to group break number 226. Today we have the 2019-20 basketball mixer. We got 6 blasters of Chronicles, 2 blasters of Mosaic, and then we're finishing off with a multi-pack, cello pack, whatever you want to call it, box of Mosaic, all from last year. So hunting down your Jaws, your Zion, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this break. Gonna be a lot of fun. Again, I think it's been, the jaw block happened in the last week, so that was pretty crazy. So, yeah. Anyways, let's get started on the team random. 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams. Who you line up with is who you get. And here we go. Again, apologies in advance if I ever mispronounce your name. Please let me know how to pronounce it. Will do my absolute best to make sure I get it right. If you want a different name in, leave it in the break notes as well. That helps us out as well. So, all right, here we go. 3 times on the names. Once, twice, 3rd time. Marco on top. Carambier on the bottom. There we go. And teams 3 times. Good luck, everyone. Let's have some fun. Here we go. Once, twice, and 3rd time. Bucks on top, Nuggets on the bottom. And let's get to the right thing here. There we go. All right. Marco, you've got the Bucks and the Warriors. Greg with the Lakers. Joseph with the Pelicans. Greg, you've got the Grizzlies. Carambier with the Clippers. Jason with the Knicks. Xavier with Portland. Josh with the Celtics. Kerry with the Pistons. John Paul with the Spurs. Paul with the Heat. Marco with Oklahoma City. Dennis with the Jazz. You with the Kings. Ravi with the Magic. James with the Pacers. Jason with the Cavs. Chun with the Hornets. Gabriel with the Mavericks. Chun with the Rockets. Frank, you've got the Nets. Gabriel with the Suns. Paul with the Hawks. Lawson with the Bulls. Harvey with the Raptors. Joseph with the Wizards. Edward with the 76ers. You with the T-Wolves. And Carambier with the Nuggets. There are your teams. All right, let's the Joker. I'm guessing you got the Pelicans. Would be my guess, given the response. But yeah, I'll get them into the team viewer. We'll allow a few minutes for trades, as per always. If there's really no action on trades, because most of the time, honestly, there isn't. We'll get started a little bit early, but I will get this into the team viewer for those new to the breaks instead of posting up. And nice, yeah, 2 good teams. So instead of having a weird instead of having the Excel doc, we kind of spice it up a little bit, make it at least a little bit better. And again, if there is ever a discrepancy between this team viewer and the original random results, it does go to the original random results. Essentially, it's just an Excel thing that pulls from that list. So sometimes formulas can mess up for whatever reason. They haven't, but just always throw that out there. I always go back and redo it by the original one. So yeah. And this just looks a lot prettier than an Excel sheet copy and paste it on. Now, where did I put my box cutter? That would be the smartest thing to have. So, we'll start with Chronicles, I guess. And then do Mosaic. Seems like the best way to go. But yeah, should be a fun break. And again, after this is football. Football sold out. That's 8 blasters of Prism, 4 of Chronicles. So that's going to be a fun break. It's, I think, our biggest break football-wise. So yeah. Let's not really seeing much on the trade front, so let's get started. Yeah, the Prism party is gonna be fun. If our Prism break is as good as the 2 blasters that we had last week, I'll be happy because we hit the Burrow base, the Tua base, and the Hertz orange lasers. From 2 blasters, that's pretty crazy. But here we go. Also, we don't have any more Mosaic football as well. That's all gone. It's amazing. We opened up quite a bit. That was a fun product as well. I love Mosaic because I love the parallels, and especially the Genesis parallels. Those are top notch. And I need a recycling box. 1 second. There we go. Blaster one. Oh, that's just my yoga mat. Okay. This way is here. Right. Here we go. Yeah, we'll sleeve all the Jaws and Zions as we go along. And yeah. Batadze for the Pacers. Hero for the Heat on the pink Prestige. Nikhil Alexander-Walker for the Pelicans. Paul George for the Clippers. And Martin for the Hornets. I want to see one auto from Chronicles today. Alexander Walker for the Pelicans. Clark for the Grizzlies. Garland for the Cavs. Doumbia for the Pistons. And Poole for the Warriors on the pink Essentials. Johnson for the Suns. Barrett for the Knicks. Clark for the Grizzlies. Barrett might end up being one of the better... I know he is a high draft pick, but he might end up being one of the better players, actually. Rui from the Wizards and Langford from the Celtics. I know there's a few people that I follow that are very into basketball that are banging the drum saying that he is really good. So Culvert for the T-Wolves. Barrett for the Knicks, very underrated. D'Angelo Russell on the traded optic. Yeah, for the T-Wolves. Jokic for the Nuggets. And Rui for the Wizards. All the Jaws and Zions will get sleeved and top loaded individually. Just because those two just do really well. I'll sleeve them as we go along, and then the big ones I'll top load as we go along. But they'll all get top loaded at the end. So Kevin Porter Jr. for the Cavs, obviously your base or your common ones, your more common rookies that aren't as highly valued, are gonna get bulk top loaded and sleeves. So Randall for the Knicks, Garland for the Cavs, Rui for the Wizards, Cameron Johnson for the Suns. But essentially how it'll happen is it'll be say you have, here's your first Zion. Say you have 9 Pelican base cards, they'll go together in a 180 point if they're all this stock. It's Pascal for Golden State, Barrett on the Luminance for the Knicks, Luka for the Mavericks. Zion Recon and a pink Zion XR. So double little Zion action here. Nice one there. Actually, we'll just leave it top load as we go along with these. Takes literally half a second since I should have enough of both. I love that. The XR design is really nice. Again, this one thing I love about Chronicles is that there's so many different designs in it. That's just a fun product to open up. I really wish hockey had something similar. Davis for the Raptors. Poole for Golden State. Kevin Porter Jr. for the Cavs. D'Angelo Russell for the T-Wolves. And Rui for the Wizards. Chase Edwards for the Celtics. Cam Reddish for the Hawks. Here we have an autograph. For the Supersonics, Vin Baker on the autograph. That's the Thunder, right? Clark for the Grizzlies. And none for the Heat. I'm I hate drawing the blanks on the Supersonics because Grizzlies I know, but we'll sleeve and top load the autos just because it's an auto. They're rare. I mean, yeah, hopefully we'll get Series 1 in 3 weeks. I mean, at this point, it's kind of when it comes out, it comes out. We'll kind of scrape along until that point with product, but I'm just gonna double check, make sure I'm not tripping out on. Yeah. Yeah, that's correct, right? Yeah, Supersonics went to Oklahoma City. Perfect. Again, I will be the first to tell you I'm not the most tuned into basketball. I know the big players, the big rookies, and outside of that, kind of like who people say, Keldon Johnson for the Spurs, Zion Pink on the Prestige, Garland for the Cavs, Rose for the Pistons, and James Harden for the Rockets. So if there's ever like a mistake I make, please let me know. Again, when it's a retired player or something like that, or an old team, I will look them up after if I'm not 100% certain. I would have been a bigger basketball fan if the Grizzlies stayed in Vancouver. Definitely would have been. But Davis for the Lakers, Luka for the Mavericks, Rui for the Wizards, Luka for the Mavericks, Keldon Johnson for the Spurs. I think Keldon Johnson had a bit of a positive swing. Oh yeah, this year's going to be a good year, Young Guns. Tybolt for the 76ers, Cam Reddish for the Hawks. He just got traded. Porter Jr. for the Cavs, and Jackson Hayes for the Pellies, and Keldon Johnson for the Spurs. Some on the regular marquee. Yep. There you go. Melly for the Pellies, Jackson Hayes for the Pellies, Nickeil Alexander-Walker on the Crusades for the Pellies. Let's leave that one up. Klay Thompson for the Warriors, and Pascal for Golden State. Well, a two-team pack there. Nice little two-team pack. Doumbia for the Pistons, Rose for the Pistons, Nasir Little for Portland, LeBron for the Lakers, and Hero for the Heat. Poole for Golden State, Barrett for the Knicks, Curry for Golden State, Garland for the Cavs, lots of Golden State, Pascal for Golden State. That's just a lot of Golden State in a couple of packs there. So none for the Heat, Johnson for the Suns, PJ Washington Jr. for the Hornets, Wall for the Wizards, and Kobe White for the Bulls. No draws yet. Garland for the Cavs, Batadze for the Pacers, Flux of Luka for the Mavericks, Pascal for Golden State, and none for the Heat on the XR. Again, Flux isn't major, but it's still like one of the cool cards, so. Here we go. Blaster number 3. So far, I mean, good. Not the best, not the worst. Reddish for the Hawks, Davis for the Lakers on the pink Prestige, Zion for the Pellies. They're all upside down. Booker for the Suns, scared of a mascot, and Little for Portland. I mean, the Pellies are doing good. Golden State's got a lot. Oklahoma City, you got an auto. Batadze for the Pacers, Naz Reid for the T-Wolves, Edwards for the Celtics, Barrett for the Knicks, and Porter Jr. for the Cavs on the pink marquee. Hunter for the Hawks, Naz Reid on the pink, rated rookie for the T-Wolves, Nickeil Alexander-Walker for the Pelicans, Curry for Golden State, and Johnson for the Suns. Got another Crusades. Hayes for the Pelicans, Hero for the Heat, Crusades of Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers, DeRozan for the Spurs, and Pascal for Golden State. Davis for the Lakers, LeBron for the Lakers on the pink base, Clark for the Grizzlies, Zion for the Pelicans, and Hunter for the Hawks. The Zion to Ja counter is a landslide right now. LeBron for the Lakers, Brandon Clark for the Grizzlies, Garland for the Cavs, Kobe White for the Bulls, and Davis for the Lakers on the pink essentials. Again, all it takes is one good quality card to make up for it. Clark for the Grizzlies, Batadze for the Pacers on the pink, Garland for the Cavs, Rose for the Pistons, and Kevin Porter Jr. for the Cavs. This feels similar to one of our earlier blasters. Hometown, I think. Washington Jr. for the Hornets, Martin for the Hornets, Kendrick Nunn for the Heat on the Hometown Heroes, Hayes for the Pelicans, and Davis for the Lakers. And not a major card, but just one of the different parallels, so we will sleeve it. Alright. Nice chunk of rookies. And blaster number 4. Let's see some Jaws. I mean, I can't wait to see the photo of him going up for that block on a card. That'll be art. Kevin Porter Jr. for the Cavs, Steph Curry for Golden State on the pink Prestige, Kawhi for the Clippers, K. Towns for the T-Wolves, and Cameron Johnson for the Suns. McLaughlin for the T-Wolves, Kendrick Nunn for the Heat on the rated rookie, LeBron for the Lakers, Zion for the Pelicans, Trae Young for the Hawks. This has been a landslide for Zion. How many are we at? We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I just got a spam phone call incoming. Doumbia for the Pistons, Colbert for the T-Wolves, Thibault for the 76ers, Zion for the Pelicans, and Rui for the Wizards. Yeah, it's just Zion, 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 Zion. There we go. Sorry. Phone is buzzing. The amount of spam phone calls you get nowadays is just insane. Porter Jr. for the Cavs, Thibault for the 76ers, Jackson Hayes for the Pelicans, Lillard for Portland, and Nunn for the Heat. Oh, like a Genesis Zion. I'll take any Genesis because they're really tough to pull in basketball. Compared to football. Football, you can be a little bit more picky with who you want because they're more common. But Pascal for Golden State, Lowry for the Raptors, but I'll take any. Preferably Zion, Ja, LeBron, Hunter for the Hawks, Nunn for the Heat, and Langford for the Celtics. There we go. There's our first Ja. Hayes for the Pelicans, Giannis for the Bucks, Nunn for the Heat, Hunter for the Hawks, and Ja on the pink essentials. It starts with one. It does have a soft corner. Just notice that. Try to call out if any of them have like damage or whatnot, but like if it's really major and I can notice it right away, I will call it out. If it's more subtle, like for example, like sometimes there's like print lines and stuff, and I'll not always have them because I'm not holding the card in the right way. But anyways, Davis for the Lakers, Davis for the Raptors on the pink rated rookie, Kobe White for the Bulls, Kawhi for the Clippers, and Thibault for the 76ers. And Silver's another hometown. which means it should just be the front that's upside down. None for the Heat. Zion for the Pellies. Steph Curry for Golden State. Kevin Porter Jr. for the Cavs. And PJ Washington Jr. for the Hornets. So you get one Ja, but 2 Zions. Or 3? 3 in that blaster. Pretty good pace there. But yeah, like in general, for the most part, the cards are like, you know, I don't expect them all to be perfect out of the box. If it, like my general standards is like, well, I'd like to have cards be absolutely perfect out of the box. Like, the reality is that it's cards shipping in foil and cardboard that can rattle around. Like, there is a chance for corner damage, and you know, if it's an 8.5, I'm happy. Davis for the Raptors, like I think it's acceptable. Curry for Golden State. There's a Ja for the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson Jr. for the Grizzlies, and Reddish for the Hawks. I know there's some people that are just like, everything out of the box should be like a 9.5 or a 10. It's like, not really. Like, also, if everything is like that, that kind of ruins the value of a 9.5 or a 10. Reddish for the Hawks. There we go. Nice little dunk photo of Ja. That's the card you're really looking for in this. Well, at least at release it was. Trae Young for the Hawks. Clark for the Grizzlies. And Harden on the pink marquee. I remember when Chronicles first came out, that was like a $50 to $75 card, I think. And then kind of Chronicles really came out and it dropped. Kawhi for the Clippers. Giannis for the Bucks on the pink. Zion on the Rookies and Stars. Culvert for the T-Wolves. And Trae Young for the Hawks on the marquee. And next pack. So pack after this should be a foil. Oh no, I think it's this pack. White for the Bulls. Giannis for the Bucks. And Culvert for the T-Wolves on the Phoenix. Booker for the Suns. And Ja on the Essentials. Another one. Let's see what the Culvert. I love the Phoenix design, honestly. Like, that's a really nice card design. I don't know. I just like it. It's different. Reddish for the Hawks. DeRozan for the Spurs. Nickeil Alexander-Walker for the Pelicans. Steph Curry for Golden State. And Hunter for the Hawks. Nickeil Alexander-Walker for the Pelicans. Johnson for the Suns. Johnson for the Suns. Hunter for the Hawks. Luka on the pink Essentials for the Mavericks. Hunter for the Hawks. Kobe White on the playbook for the Bulls. Brandon Clark for the Grizzlies. DeRozan for the Spurs. And Brandon Clark for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies definitely have a lot of Clark. Well, there's another Zion playbook. Who we got? McLaughlin for the T-Wolves. Kobe White for the Bulls on the Hometown Heroes. Zion for the Pelicans. And Hayes for the Pelicans. Well, that was a Pelican pack. I mean, nice Kobe White, but I think he's trending downwards from what everyone's kind of been saying. All right, last blaster of Chronicles. I mean, it's been solid. There's no doubt about that. Here we go. Davis for the Raptors. Hero for the Heat on the pink threads. Porter Jr. for the Cavs. LeBron for the Lakers. And Braz Dikis for the Knicks. There's a Zion Luminance for the Pelicans, a Hero, for the Heat. Got the hiccups. Rui for the Wizards, Kobe White for the Bulls, and Brazdeikis on the pink for the Knicks. Again, that's got a print line through it, so I think the Zion was pretty clean. Yeah. I love the Luminance sets. They're so nice. And, like, you could make those into posters and people would hang them up all day. Steph for Golden State, Hunter for the Hawks, Little for Portland, Klay Thompson for the Warriors, and Rui for the Wizards. All right, this should be a foil. Ooh, we got a silver. There we go. Porter Jr. for the Cavs. I think that's just on the card, yeah. Edwards for the Celtics, and silver of Hunter for the Hawks on the Crusades rookie. John Wall for the Wizards, and John on the XR. Nice little Ja Morant. And because it is a silver rookie, that's a sleeve and top load. That can go in the cool, but not another big guys pile. LeBron for the Lakers, Luka for the Mavericks on the pink, Washington Jr. for the Hornets, Pascal for Golden State, and Zion Marquee. I think you're going to get like one of all the Zions essentially at this point of like the core rookie cards. Actually, I don't know what one you haven't hit yet. Doumbia for the Pistons, McLaughlin for the T-Wolves, Nunn for the Heat, Colbert for the T-Wolves, and White for the Bulls on the pink Recon. Tyvall for the 76ers, Hero for the Heat, Johnson for the Suns, Levine for the Bulls, and Doumbia for the Pistons. And last pack here, we got a Flux. Pascal for Golden State, Porter Jr. for the Cavs, and Flux of Hero for the Heat would have been better at release. Doumbia for the Pistons, and Hayes for the Pellies. So that is, that's Chronicles. Look at that stack. And we'll still, I guess we'll give the Hero the Hero Flux a sleeve and top load. So let me just go ahead and get the rookies out of the way. Make some space. As the decoys topple. Yeah, especially again with the Pelicans, that was phenomenal. One auto. Would have liked to see a couple more silvers, but eh. All right. There we go. Now we have some room. Let's do the blasters. So far, so good. I'm looking forward to the pinks. I keep on forgetting about those, but here we go. Let's have a good blaster. We've hit an orange before. It'd be nice to hit another orange. We've also hit a blue, but it's been a long time. Burke since Golden State, Galloway for the Pistons, Bird for the Celtics, and Taco Fall for the Celtics. And Brown Jr. for the Wizards, Brown for the Celtics, Chris Paul for the Thunder on the green, and Curry for Golden State on the USA. Seth Curry for the Mavericks, Augustine for the Magic, and silver of Kamangale for the Clippers on the rookie, and Opala for the Heat. Hey, it's a silver rookie at the very least, like not the worst. We'll put that in the cool but not really like major value pile. Well, that's a debut. Redick for the Pelicans. Giannis for the Bucks. Green of Fox for the Kings. And Zion debut for the Pelicans. Why not? When you're hot, you're hot. Barnes for the Kings. Davis for the Lakers. Walker for the Celtics. And Rui for the Wizards. Nice Rui. Knox for the Knicks. Teague for the T-Wolves. Green of Hayes for the Pelicans on the debut. And Barkley for the 76ers. Another thing, I don't think I mentioned it, but like all the rookie, like any rookie that's kind of like a color parallel in Mosaic gets sleeved and top loaded. Rivers for the Rockets. Mills for the Spurs. Luka for the Mavericks. And PJ Washington Jr. for the Hornets. Pelicans are just crushing. Satoransky for the Bulls, Tatum for the Celtics, Brogdon for the Pacers, and Melly for the Pellies on the debut rookie. I mean, not the biggest cards, but it's still cards. Like, it's better than not hitting. You hit 3 debuts. All right. Next blaster. We had a pack that was legitimately sideways in the box, so hopefully there's no corner damage, but just like it is very, like all the packs are pretty warped, so just as a heads up, I'll give it a good look through, but hopefully we're okay here. It looks okay. It is foil cards. It's more likely to survive. Matthews for the Bucks. Brown for the Celtics. Corners look okay-ish. Harden for the Rockets. Like nothing noticeable. Jerome for the Suns. Ty Jerome's normally a good sign. Love for the Cavs. Augustine for the Magic. Green of Finney-Smith for the Mavericks. And Jerome for the Suns on the debut. Korkmaz for the 76ers, Giannis for the Bucks, Jamal Murray on the silver for the Nuggets, and Noel for the T-Wolves on the rookie. Bryant for the Wizards, Davis for the Lakers, Green of Taco Fall for the Celtics, and Iverson for the 76ers. I mean, I just love the green on green. Lots of Taco, holy cow. Hayward for the Celtics, Teague for the T-Wolves, Mitchell for the Jazz, Taco Fall for the Celtics. Alright, yeah, this is a little bit of the same as the last blaster. Harris for the Nuggets, Patty Mills for the Spurs, Sabonis for the Pacers, and Steph for Golden State. It's weird how the cards, I mean, I get it, but it's just weird getting them in the same, like, 2 blasters like this. Covington for the T-Wolves, Tatum for the Celtics, Irving for the 76ers, and Okpala for the Heat. Because, I mean, hey, when you hit the debut at least, Oladipo for the Pacers, Vucevic for the Magic, Forbes for the Spurs, and why not? Another Zion on the debut. Another Zion debut. All right, let's head into the main event here. So this is going to be fast and furious. So, I mean, look at the Zion stack right now, by the way. That's just lots of quantity there. I will say this one, I think it's on the card. There's like a weird little line on it. I think it's on the card. It might be on the top loader, but and just like when you catch it in the right light, and anytime with Mosaic or like any foil thing, like if you catch the card in like just the right, I guess technically wrong light, it shows everything. So there we go. It has been a long time since I opened up one of these. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to separate all the pinks. It just makes it a lot easier to open. Because there's a lot of packs to go through. Let's see, a Genesis. I mean, I'll take a blue. I'll take like a decent rookie. You know, even, you know, if RJ Barrett's your best pink rookie, I'll take it. I mean, I prefer to get, like, honestly, it'd be nice to get a Jaw because he's been kind of less opened up between the two. So, what we'll do is we'll open up all the pinks first, and then we will go from there. So here we go. Prince for the Nets, Horford for the 76ers, and Clark for the Grizzlies. Yeah, we'll get the pinks done. And we'll get to the rest of the stuff. Just because, like, you know what's going to be in the pinks. It's just the names that matter. So, Siakam for the Raptors. Ingram for the Pelicans. Melly for the Pellies. Fultz for the Magic. Diallo for the Thunder. PJ Washington Jr. for the Hornets. Ooh. Well, there's a good one. LeBron for the Lakers, Holiday for the Pellies, and Kyle Guy for the Kings. LeBron gets the LeBron treatment of the sleeve and top load because it's LeBron. Well, this is that's the debut, I believe. Yeah, Brooks for the Grizzlies. Barden for the Nuggets, and debut pink camo of Jaw for the Grizzlies. Jeez, we're almost out of top loaders. Just this break. Herder for the Hawks, Smart for the Celtics, Martin for the Hornets. Walker for the Celtics, Shamet for the Clippers, Barkley for the 76ers. There's a Rui. Bruce Brown for the Pistons, Lamb for the Pacers, and Rui for the Wizards. McCollum for Portland, Beal for the Wizards, and why not have a Zion pink debut as well? Just can't leave Shaw alone, eh? Can't leave him alone. Levine for the Bulls, Tyus Jones for the Grizzlies, and Durant for the Nets. Yeah, we haven't hit many Zions this break, eh? Collins for Portland, Gordon for the Rockets, and Melly for the Pellies. And last one here. Well, I mean, that was a good bunch of pinks. Plumlee for the Nuggets, Wall for the Wizards, and LeBron for the Cavs. Yeah, debut pink was the last Zion, so. You've got a lot of debuts. I need to probably get more top loaders, but we will see. Rozier for the Hornets, Lowry for the Raptors, DeRozan for the Spurs, Murray for the Nuggets, Ewing on the silver for the Knicks, and Edwards for the Celtics. Bruce Brown for the Pistons, McCollum for Portland, Dragic for the Heat, Malone for the Jazz on the green, Jokic for the Nuggets, and Hayes for the Pelicans on the debut rookie. Fournier for the Magic, Robinson for the Warriors, Hart for the Pelicans, Harden for the Rockets, Lillard for Portland, none for the Heat. Valanciunas for the Grizzlies, Doncic for the Mavericks, Hield for the Kings, Kyle Guy for the Kings on the Mosaic, Lowry for the Raptors on the Give and Go, Pippen for the Bulls on the USA. Harrell for the Clippers, Crowder for the Grizzlies, Booker for the Suns, Brogdon for the Pacers, Wilkins for the Hawks, and Bol for the Nuggets. Hardaway Jr. for the Mavericks, Dinwiddie for the Nets, Jokic for the Nuggets, Greeno Frank for the Knicks, Wilt for the Lakers, and for the Lakers, another Wilt. Steph for Golden State, Kennard for the Pistons, Robinson for the Heat, Porter Jr. for the Bulls, DeRozan for the Spurs on the Jam Masters Mosaic, and Hayes for the Pelicans. Whiteside for Portland, Mitchell for the Jazz, Okogie for the T-Wolves, Gasol for the Raptors, Irving for the 76ers, and Barkley for the 76ers. Beverly for the Clippers, Murray for the Spurs, Nance Jr. for the Cavs, Oladipo for the Pacers, Westbrook for the Rockets, and Martin for the Hornets. That's the debut. Powell for the Mavericks, Harris for the Nets, Butler for the Heat, Burks for the Warriors, Pippen for the Bulls, Morant on the debut for the Heat. Oh, we are out of top loaders and almost out of sleeves, so I'm just going to sleeve them for now, and then we'll top load after the break. Bagley for the Kings, Morris for the Pistons, Harris for the Nuggets, Hayward for the Celtics, Davis for the Lakers on the silver, and Colbert for the T-Wolves. Parker for the Hawks, Graham for the Hornets, Covington for the T-Wolves, Green of Kabangale for the Clippers, and Lillard for Portland, and Carter for the Raptors. All right, I'm just going to shrink down the base tack so it doesn't fall over. There we go. Kuzma for the Lakers, Middleton for the Bucks, Payton for the Knicks, Cauley-Stein for Golden State, Lillard for Portland on the Give and Go, RJ for the Knicks. We'll save that one. Bembry for the Hawks, Morris for the Knicks, Paul for the Thunder, Isaac for the Magic on the green, Davis for the Lakers on the Whirlwind, Hero for the Heat on the debut. There we go. Fox for the Kings. It's misprint. Actually, all these are. Lou Williams for the Clippers. No, okay, just the first two. Holiday for the Pelicans. Ferguson for the Thunder. Brogdon on the silver for the Pacers. And Morant for the Grizzlies on the true rookie. Conley for the Jazz. Durant for the... This has got a banged up corner on the Durant for the Nets. It's like... It's bad. But Sarge for the Suns. Poole for Golden State on the green. Luka on the Give and Go for the Mavericks. Magic Johnson for the Lakers on the Hall of Fame. Bogdanovich for the Kings. Markkanen for the Bulls. Clarkson for the Jazz. Sabonis for the Pacers. Bird for the Celtics. And Davis for the Raptors. Gay for the Spurs, Towns for the T-Wolves, Winslow for the Heat, Graham for the Hornets on the Mosaic, Walker for the Celtics on the Got Game, Barrett on the debut for the Knicks, White for the Spurs, Wiggins for the T-Wolves, Korkmaz for the 76ers, Love for the Cavs, Irving for the Nets on the green Mosaic Will to Win, and Garland for the Cavs. Green for Golden State, Howard for the Lakers, Bryant for the Wizards, Redick on the Mosaic for the Pelicans, De'Aaron Fox for the Kings on the Give and Go, and Wilt for the 76ers. Collins for Portland, Plumlee for the Nuggets, Bertans for the Wizards, Tice for the Celtics, and Old School Mosaic of Stoudemire for the Suns, Hero for the Heat. Holmes for the Kings, Levine for the Bulls, Matthews for the Bucks, Jones for the Hawks. On the green, Griffin for the Pistons on the Got Game, and Taco Fall on the debut. 2 packs to go here. Fultz for the Magic, Walker for the Celtics, Capella for the Rockets, Batum for the Hornets, Paul George for the Clippers on the Jam Masters, and Ty Bolt for the 76ers. And last pack, ending on a green. Prince for the Nets, Siakam for the Raptors, Favors for the Pelicans, green of Osman for the Cavs, Nash for the Suns, and Stockton for the Jazz. Well, that is all she wrote on the break. In total, lots of guys showed up. Let me just get some more top loaders because apparently we ran out. But some nice stuff. I mean, we hit the Ja True. This is. I was just on the. I'm just gonna get a different sleeve because it's got stuff on it. I don't even know what it's got on it, but yeah, all these sleeves have like. All right, whatever. That's not as bad. We got the Ja True. So we got that. We got the pink. We got the debut. We got a pink Zion. Couple of Zion debuts. I mean, we got an autograph. Couple of Braun pinks. So I mean, the stack of like Shaw's is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The stack of Zion's is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's pretty good. All right. That's it for 226, the basketball mixer. Football will be up shortly.